Hello beautiful Pisces and welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane and today I'm going to be looking at the block for your week. We come up with the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is about taking those first steps forward, right? Things are at the beginning. It's taking things in motion, launching it. The first optimistic steps towards your goals. Okay. The thing about this is that it's in your block position. So it means that you are feeling the pressure of trying to move forward and you don't want to. It's like, I feel like the pull and push here. Instead of launching, this card might as well just be in this position where it's like you're saying, I'm not feeling it. I don't want to do it. And the problem is with this is that time is passing on and that I feel like it's creating obstacles, right? I'll give you an example. I started the camera to do this reading. And I looked at my little viewfinder and my little record button and it did something strange. And I started talking and I went, it's okay, it's saying it's recording, it's fine. But I knew that there's something off. So I stopped right away. And I went and checked it. And of course the camera every once in a while needs to be rebooted. It's an older camera, etc. You know, who knows. So right away, I rebooted it, I unplugged everything, I removed the battery, I put it back in. Everything is fine now. But I knew it. Instinctively, I knew it. My intuition steered me forward, right? I think you need to really lean on that a lot. I think that the way to get rid of this block, of this not wanting to launch, is really honing in on the intuitive side of you. When there's a flag that goes up, a real one, right? Something looks off, something doesn't feel right. Trust yourself to know that you're going to double check or work on something, right? It's about trusting yourself. It's trusting your intuition. It took me a minute to check and then I was able to fix it. And it saved me probably an hour's worth of having to redo it. Like I would have probably done the reading and then it wouldn't have recorded properly and then I would have had to do it again. So a moment of checking, of trusting my instinctive drive of telling me there's something here. Stop and check, make sure you're better to know, and then move forward again. The thing is that when I was pressing on it again to go, I thought, is it going to do it again? Is it? So I stopped it and it stopped correctly and I started it again and here we are. So I'll let you know by the end. I'll let you know tomorrow if this worked out or if I had to do it again, or I'll let you know in the next video if I had to do it again. I don't think so though. But I feel that sometimes when we do certain things and then we have to redo them again, we get that sense of, is it going to do it again? Is something else going to show up? Is something, you know, we get trepidatious. That's the big thing that comes in here. And these things happen always on the day that I'm doing videos, right? Like, it had to happen now because I'm doing this video. Of course it did. Because I felt trepidation after. Did I get it? Did I fix it? Is it going to work this time? Sometimes you just got to take a chance, right? I feel like I did. I feel like I did fix it. You know? It's about trusting yourself. It's about having the courage to move forward. It's about doing it regardless. Okay? Door to Romance. Very nice. And you also have the third chakra, Archangel Shamuel. Okay, so you have 33, which is good. This is like 6. For some of you, this may have to do with letting yourself trust somebody again, okay? In relationships. This could be friendship. It could be not just romance. This could be just opening your heart, trusting other people, saying, okay, I'm going to take a chance again in believing there is harmony in friendships, in love, in whatever. I truly believe that. Sometimes that is one of the hardest things, especially when you've screwed up or feel like you've screwed up, right? A new beginning, especially when it concerns your heart. And that's why I say with friendship too, because with friendship, you offer your heart to a friend, right? You say, I'm going to open myself up and to friendship. And friendship, sometimes even more than love, is devastating when it don't work out. Okay? So it says, whether you're looking for a new relationship or just more love in the relationship you're in, this door with a heart opens onto a new beginning in your experience. A new love may be arriving, and you're being brought together by a strong resonant connection. It may be a new tenderness about to bloom into heartfelt affection. Okay? It says this already exists in an energetic potential. So when this appears, make sure you are projecting the kind of self-loving energy that you want to receive from others. Be aware that the universe returns your self-caring treatment to you. It's ready to open that door. Are you? I like that. Are you ready? Obviously, launching, if it's your block, I would say you probably feel like no. Okay? So, Archangel Chamuel, and it's the third chakra, which would be the solar plexus, the yellow. Again, we're dealing this week with those chakras, right? He is holding a beautiful sphere of golden light at the solar plexus, which is the location of your third chakra and the center of your life force energy. It revolves about emotions of desire or personal energy. It indicates an increased enthusiasm is present or soon to be on its way. It's a great time to move toward the completion of your desires. Your life force is vibrating with power and resonance, and your soul is calling you to direct your energy in a focused, purposeful manner. This is a power is with you now. Go for it. And that's what I feel. I say, what is it? Direct your energy in a focused, purposeful manner. I think that's the biggest thing. Focus your energy where you want it to go, and then move towards that. Focus your energy where you want it to go and move towards that. Don't stop yourself. Move towards it. Okay? Don't sit and think about it. Don't second guess yourself. Go towards that energy. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you guys something too. I noticed this a little while ago when I was putting the cards away from yesterday. Look at the back of these cards. Don't they look sort of similar? Look at all these wavy things. Isn't that amazing? Maybe that's one of the reasons I picked this deck. Without even knowing it. Without even understanding what I was doing. Alright, so. Seeing a Nine of Swords, Nightmares. Okay, this one came out. Two of Coins, right. Okay, so it's adapting. There's adaptation coming in here with this Two of Coins. And a possibility of choking it out. Because that string always in this deck always makes me feel like there's a possibility of... it's almost like it's getting choked out, the possibilities. It's gonna tie it up and then cut it off from each other. And you've got to be careful with that, okay? You want to leave yourself room to adapt, to be able to juggle things, especially this year, because you want the freedom of movement. This is the freedom of, right now with this 3 being in your block, you're not feeling that freedom of movement. It's not coming in as such. Okay? Oh, I love this. The Champion of Vessels, especially with this one. This is a Knight of Cups, but I go by the image with this one because I always feel that you're seeing movement in the background, but you're still sitting on your bag of travel. The one that's letting you move forward. Okay? So, what is it going to take for you to move forward? What is it going to take for you to go? And I noticed there's the 3 latches. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. See that? Yes. What is it going to take for you to move forward this year? You're going to need your courage. You're going to need to figure it out. Yeah, this feels really real to me, that card. Yeah, it's bringing in some feels. Sitting on the fence, sitting on the bag, wondering, what do I do? I want to, right? Because you can sense the movement. Your bag's packed. You're ready to go, okay? It's time to leave on a jet plane. That's a song, by the way. May not be literal. Conflict. Okay. So when I see this with the Queen of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands, I feel that you have the resources, okay, to fix these conflicts. She's a lot more powerful than this card. If I was playing a game of cards, right, if you're playing like a game of cards, the 5 of anything is a lot smaller than the Queen of anything. So the Queen has got the power. The Queen is very much the one who has a lot of resources and is resourceful herself. She's very successful. She's very influential. She's grounded and down to earth. She's a problem solver in herself, and she's closely related to the Empress, the 3. Another 3 showing up, okay? The 3, the Empress and her, they're cousins, niece and aunt, or, you know, some of that connection for me. They're always very close to each other because they have a lot of creativity between the 2 of them. So you have creativity to get yourself out of these minor conflicts. This is a 5 of Wands. This is just, you know, brainstorming problems to solve, conflicts, tests to solve, tension problems. You have it within you to move past this. You have the resources. Yesterday you had the Magician. You have the resources. You have the know-how. The word child's play is coming to mind. In the end, it's child's play. Because I really feel that for some of you, once you do the movement, you'll be almost, I can hear conversations within yourself saying, well, I made too much out of that. That wasn't that bad. Okay? I feel like that comes through a lot this week. So please, 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 try to make sure to work on that so that it, like mountains and molehills, okay? Put them in perspective. Figure out what actually is rather than what you think it is. Storyteller. I love this because right away when I see this card and I hear storyteller, Make sure you're telling yourself the right story. You know, again, mountain out of molehill. You don't have to make it bigger than it is. Make sure that the story you're telling is the one that is, in actual fact, real. I put a post on Facebook a while ago. It's saying, it was quite a while back, but I liked it. It was two people looking at a honeybee, and one thinking toxic, worried, probably from the sting, especially if you're allergic. And then you have the other person thinking healing, honey, natural. So one's thinking negative, one's thinking positive. Be careful of the story that you tell yourself, that inner dialogue that's happening. Make sure that it isn't telling you stuff that is actually making you afraid to move forward. Live larger than life. Make the most of every experience. You can choose the meaning that you give events. There you go. Exactly. Find interpretations that empower you rather than diminish you. Be the storyteller and the hero of your own life. Give your personal story empowering meanings. Around the evening campfire, clan members always look forward to the storyteller recounting events of the daily happenings of the tribe. Even the most mundane event took on a vibrancy in the expert hands of an experienced storyteller. The storyteller card shows you to remind you to be the champion of your own personal myth. Be the central character. Don't live life according to the needs and expectation of others. Don't be a bit player in your own story. Exactly. When you need to, see them as very small steps so that you're saying they're baby steps. So you don't feel like you're jumping off a cliff. But once you've done 3 or 4 steps, make a big deal out of it, because these steps have gotten you that much closer, okay? It's all about perspective. It's all about perspective. Tell yourself the right story in your life. Spirit of fire. I'm feeling that night of fire again. I'm feeling that. Spirit of water. Take risks. Face your fears. Break out of old patterns and conventions. Just because you've always done something in the past doesn't mean that you need to continue to do it in the future. Try something new. Change your routines and habits. Reach out in new directions. The Thunderbird is rising in you. Out of the ashes comes new growth and new beginnings. In native cultures, fire was thought to be a gift from the Creator that carried the power of renewal. Fire can maintain life and it can destroy it. It is the warmth of the tribal fire, but it's also the thundering lightning bolt cast down from the sky. It can purify and transform. It can annihilate. Fire represents your life force, the spark of life within you, and also the pure white light within you. The spirit of fire invites you to take some risks, face your fears. We often are reacting to situations because of preconditioned responses based on our self-generating definition of self. Every time you change an old habit, even changing to a different breakfast food, it helps you begin to step out of a limiting definition of self. Purification by fire creates transformation. Take care to keep your energy in balance. Fire that burns too brightly burns out, but a fire that's left to smolder dies. Okay? Focus on the sunlight. Focus on the light. Focus on everything helping you move forward in life. Absolutely. Don't be of fear. Okay, this is definitely speaking to the block. This is definitely trying to help you through this blocking energy. Absolutely. Okay? Burn away that fear. Watch the stories you're telling yourself. Be adaptable. Okay? Open your heart. Take your power, solar plexus. Okay? Don't just sit around on the sides. You have more than enough resources to get through these tests, these little, things that you have to figure out. Absolutely. Just showing you what's at the bottom of the deck. Strength card. It's always there. Queen of Swords. And Judgment in reverse. Okay. Queen of Swords has been through a lot in her life. She is mastering energy, but she's also somebody who's suffered a bit. Okay? Every time she's experienced great loss or sorrow, may have experienced great loss or sorrow. That makes her self-aware. But even in this deck, if you look at the Queen of Swords in the Light Seers Tarot, which she's right here, just to prove my point, of course, you see what happens with the heart there? She's got it locked up underneath the seat. So, again, this is making me feel like this caged heart. Okay? Same thing is coming through. With the Judgment card, it's about you're accountable for your choices, right? The thing is that it being in reverse is I feel that you're making yourself accountable for other people's choices, not yours. I feel that you're listening to the calling of old, not of what yourself. Like I told you, this year is going to be about strength, self-assurance, right? Finding the balance between logic and impulses, increasing your personal power, not necessarily just relying on seeing other people's failures, other people's failed launches, basing your life on other people. This can happen as well because we're in a world of social media. We see people telling us about all their failures all of the time, but you don't live with them 24/7. You don't know these people. Okay? And they are not you. You are you. So you have to depend and rely on your own sense of power and skill, not what others. Don't hold yourself accountable for other people's failures and then going, they're going to be mine. Don't claim them as yours. It's the worst thing you could do, is to claim these people's failures as your own. And there's no need for it. There's absolutely no need for it. Despair. And we have the Chariot. This is a Nine of Swords. I can really relate to the Nine of Swords. I'll tell you why. I've lost so much sleep in my life over made up anxiety and fears in the middle of the night of overthinking and worrying about things that don't really have any real substance. Unease causing unrest, negative thoughts taking a hold, causing nightmares, stress and anxiety, insomnia, worry, repressed thoughts, all of that. And then it takes hold of you, and then it picks up momentum, right? And it leads you right into this analysis paralysis mode of life. What if? The dreaded what if. The dreaded what if. But as I said yesterday, what if you don't do anything? That will be the most tragic failure of all. Because you're going to sit there and do nothing. Not only are you will be the greatest success at failing to do anything. I guess that's the best way that I can put it. It's the only way that I can put it. Inaction doesn't ensure or protect you from failing. It actually ensures it. Preparation, movement, trusting yourself, believing in yourself, having courage, trusting yourself, this is succeeding. Even if you hit snags, even if it doesn't turn out exactly the way you want, even if you don't even end up there at the end, this is still success because it is moving you forward. Stagnancy and inability to move, hiding away from the world, you're actually just wasting time. You're wasting precious time in this journey where you could be doing something and enjoying your life. It's brutal in the way that I'm putting it, but it's the actual truth. It is the actual truth. If I ever have any regrets, it will be for the things that I did not do. Honestly, it will be about the things I did not do, that I did not take a chance on, that I did not say, why the hell not? Okay? Sometimes I think of certain things that said, what's the worst that could have happened? And not much. Not really. Looking back, live your life. Live your life. It sounds so simple when you say it, right? It's 3 words. Live your life. Doesn't mean very much. Just 3 words. 24:6. Trust in the places you feel guided towards. Space, time, and self. Infinity, reincarnation, and 5D. This is about trusting yourself, Pisces. This is definitely about trusting yourself. It's trusting your intuition. When is the right time to begin knowing that you know yourself and trust yourself enough? I feel that today is that day. I feel that today is the right time to do it. Today is the right day to believe in yourself. Okay? I trust and remember my soul's mission is what's written for this card. Higher self, intuition, quantum realm, quantum leap. Might as well just go quantum leap. You are a soul here to embark on a human journey. You chose the mission to experience, enjoy, overcome, and evolve into your highest, most authentic self. You're influenced by space, the atom, time, the hourglass, free will, the human, and spirit, third eye butterfly. This is a transcendence of your soul and a healing for the collective consciousness. We're evolving alongside spirit in the universe. There is an overarching purpose, the rainbow, to what we do, who we are, and where we go. Deep down, we feel its call, and that we have been here before. We sense there's something else above and beyond all of this. Notice how the eyes of the artwork lovingly and confidently look at you. This is your higher self, highest self, the eyes, the knowingness of your soul. Allow it to guide, comfort, teach, and center you on this grace adventure. You can always connect with you in a quantum realm through spiritual practices, nature, and communicating via the heart. We are always in the 5D realm. It's just that we live in the 3D as humans, but that's not all we are. Our soul connects us to the source of spirit. See the magic mushrooms that grow by your feet? They are for you as you set off into the mystic unknown. Oh, yeah, right there. See that? The mushrooms symbolize the gift and breadcrumbs that spirit and our soul have given you. Will you take them? Will you allow them to help you see? They will help you to awaken and recognize your spirit-given gifts and intuition. This has the energy of soulful remembering behind it, to listen where your soul calls you. This is your higher self giving this to you now. They call you to remember that this is what this is really all about. To not get too lost in the details of daily human life. To zoom out and see the big picture. To rise above and come back home to your core. Do you remember, dear soul? Okay, so it's asking you to connect to your higher self and thank them for the reminder. Invite them to offer more signs. Tell them that you deeply appreciate them. The energy of gratitude will put you into a state of receiving. This will help to enhance the signs. When you go to sleep and when you wake up in the morning, send a prayer. I love this. I really feel this message was meant as, look, we're sending you signs. You're so intuitive right now. You are more intuitive than you've ever been through your lifetime. As Pisces, you should be feeling that. If you don't, man, you got to work on that, because our intuition is gangbusters right now. As I read every year, I have to tell you guys, every reading that I do, every day that I wake up, even I pulled cards for myself for the year. It was stupendously, I felt like I pulled a rabbit out of a hat, and I don't even know how I performed a magic trick, but I just can. I can do it. I can do it with my eyes closed. I don't know how the magic works, but I know that it does, and I know that it's there. And I think it's fabulous that our intuition is like this. And it really comes in strong when you're connected to it. So spend energy and time really connecting to your intuition. It is the one thing that will help you overcome the obstacles that show up in your life. Okay? Let's pull another one of these. And this is called Magical Spirit Oracle, by the way. This is a new deck. It's beautiful. Oh, and we had this, the Goddess of the Sea. Okay? It's time to come home. Purification, ego. Get out of the ego. We were talking about that yesterday. Again, see the bigger picture. What I was saying yesterday, it's about taking the steps forward, right? It's about finding the courage to go on. It's not about success or failure. The success is about finding the courage to move forward. Like I said, you fail when you don't do anything at all. It is much better to just go forward. That's where the success lies. Whatever happens, you had the courage. That's success. That is success. Having the courage to move forward is success. Nine of Swords again, the despair. Yeah. Turn despair into success. Now, remember, I told you that nines are magical, right? The Nine of Swords is so uncomfortable, you guys, that most of us will do just about anything to get ourselves out of it. I know people who go on medication so they can sleep at night, okay? But that doesn't fix anything. That doesn't fix anything. That's like a band-aid over a gaping, bloody wound, and there's nothing, you're not actually fixing anything. So what you need to do is to bring in the light. You see it right here? You need to bring in that light, that hope, that possibility of seeing the light in the darkness, okay? And when you do, when you start doing it, when you start putting that energy forward, that's what's going to happen. You're going to bring in that courage. It's the courage showing through right here. I have the courage to deal with my scary demon thoughts, my scary doubting thoughts, my scary boogeyman thoughts. Okay? Whatever you want to call it. It doesn't much matter to me. We do it to ourselves. And then you shine a light. And you succeed. You find the courage. The Six of Wands is fire. It's fire energy. It's courage energy. Right? It's victory. It's progress. It's self-confidence. Self-assurance. Self-confidence. All of these things are the key for you to move forward, to get it going in the direction that you need it to be going. As soon as you figure that part out, it's going to be easy peasy. There's not going to be much trouble moving forward in any of this. You're going to say, oh, okay, yeah, I got it. Okay? It can be from the smallest thing to the biggest thing. It can be from a career change to relearning how to sew with a sewing machine. You know, sometimes we put stuff aside. Well, I'll just sew it by hand because it's easier when it would take you a minute with a sewing machine and an hour by hand, just because you've forgotten how to do things. And it just, I'm afraid I'm going to fail, and then it's going to take time. And take the energy, take the time, figure it out. Do the stuff you need to do. Push yourself in the butt, okay? Push yourself to succeed at things. I'm just mentioning the sewing machine because I took it out yesterday to do a few things. And the thoughts were in my head going, oh, I don't know, I keep this thing, I keep forgetting how to do it. But you know what? Once I plugged it in, started it up, it all came back to me. So don't give up on yourself. Believe that you can do things. Believe that you are capable of things. Find that strength and just get it done. You can. I have no doubt about it. I have no doubt about it. Okay? There you go, my beautiful Pisces. This is your block reading for today. Tomorrow we're going to look at the ground and the crown, which is wonderful. We're going to work on those things. And we're going to get you through this week until you're just like, you'll be begging to take those to launch. You're going to be going, I'm stepping all over the place. I'm taking 1 step, 2 step, 3. Look at me, Jane. I'm taking 6 steps. So just keep believing in yourself, my beautiful Pisces. All right, sending you love, light, and blessings. I will see you tomorrow. Peace and love, light, and blessings. Peace and bye for now. Take care of yourself, you guys.